Oh, that's a big baby. That's a
I
big.
got the net. Where do you want to go? This side?
He's fighting us. Oh my God. Oh my God. This, I'm landing him. I'm landing him like a pro.
Hey,
oh my God. This is disgusting. I have to open up this video and let you know that even as responsible anglers as we are, we broke a Michigan reg. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk to you through it and explain to you what reg we broke, and how in the heat of the moment we can have the best intentions but do the wrong thing. I'm gonna leave it at that. Antonio caught the first fish on a tube, just dragging it. Real slow, dragging off the bottom. I cast in behind him, I hook a fish. Antonio casts in behind me, hooks one. We found a school. We're in the heat of the moment. Antonio's fish and my fish, they were big. We found a wad, they were fired up. We were gonna take pictures and take the scale out. The scale was kind of buried in the boat. I didn't have a chance to grab it. In the heat of the moment, where I broke the reg is I told Antonio, hey, put your fish in the live well. I'm going to put mine in. We're going to hurry up, put these in the live well. At the end of this school being fired, we'll take them out, weigh them real quick, take pictures, toss them back. This is where we should have been a little bit more educated. We kind of dropped the ball. Didn't even find out or think about it until after the fact. So we normally fish Ohio. And Ohio has a closed season May through towards the end of June. So a little bit over a month and a half. Michigan, however, is completely different. And I didn't even think to double check the regs. Michigan has a closed season from December or January 1 until June, the second or third Saturday in June, I think. Regardless, it's completely different than Ohio. And it was my bad as the boat owner not knowing the reg. We came home, posted some pictures online. One of the guys in one of the groups messaged me and was like, hey, I think you should probably take those pictures down. You guys broke the reg. And I asked him, what are you talking about? What reg? And he said, you should check Michigan's regs because Ohio is completely different. I went online, double checked, and sure enough realized we broke the regs. It's 100% my fault. I should have caught it. I have some integrity. I have some issues here with not reporting it. So I reached out to DNR directly. I've actually reported that I broke the reg. I put them in the live well. I released them. But I self-reported, on myself because I feel it's important that I figure out kind of, what happens from this, what goes from this. I'll probably get a fine. I'm going to eat it just because it was my mess up. I would rather self-report it to DNR than have somebody take a picture or a screenshot of us posting these pictures online and go behind us to DNR, report it, and then have DNR kind of come behind and give me a bunch of crap. I self-reported it. I'd rather get it out of the way up front, handle it, and deal with whatever repercussions come my way, and move on. But this is a lesson that I want you guys to have because we fish a lot of different water. And with fishing a lot of different water here in the Ohio, Michigan, Indiana area, there's different regs. And you should really double and triple check your regs before you go fishing so you don't do what we did. It was just a heat of the moment decision, and had DNR been there, it could have been a huge deal. Luckily they weren't. It's a lesson I can take away from this. I learned from it. I won't repeat it, but it's something that was kind of my bad. I messed up and I have to fix it. Let's get into the fishing now. Okay, so we ran water, ran about 12 or 13 different spots. The main lake was too rough. We stepped into this little harbor and there's a current break here. The current break, the wind was coming out of the southwest. For some reason, this current was coming off the shore and wrapping around this wall that you see here in the video. So we were casting up and bringing it back past this. Now, the one thing about smallmouth that's completely different than largemouth, most times, unless you find a mega wad, you're not even going to see them on your graph. It's something that I've had to learn and grow with, and it's something I'm still dealing with, because when you go look for largemouth, you can find wads of fish. With smallmouth, it's not the case. They tuck in behind rocks, next to the bottom, and you're not gonna see them. So what you have to do is go graph, find isolated rock piles, find patches of rocks, and really just try to fish through them and figure out where fish hold at in those rocks, if there's fish there, high percentage areas. So we came on this spot. I didn't see anything on my graph, but I did see bait on the left-hand side of the boat towards the wall. So I spot locked, and we're casting up towards this wall because I figured it was a high percentage area. There's docks. There was some stuff in the water, some rocks, some hard spots. It was hard bottom. There's bait here. There's a lot of things here that are working in our favor to try to find some fish. And Antonio hooks a bass, and it's a freaking stud. Almost a 5-pound smallmouth. We didn't get that one on video because we weren't expecting it. So he turned.
All right, boys and girls, here we are on Lake Sinclair. Didn't turn the camera on. We've been moving a lot today. Thanks for being there with the net too, homie. Appreciate. Sometimes we got to give each other reminders, like, okay, this one's net worthy, but I guess they're all pretty much net worthy. I might end up switching to it. Got you, homie. Got you. Where you at? No, wait.
Hold on.
Yep.
Dude, he smacked it. He smacked the shit out of it.
Tube?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right here. You're good, you're good. On the turn. Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. Mine dug and I let him dig.
Let's go!
Oh, baby! It's football season! Woo! He said, hey, let me know if you get my tube back. I want that car.
School down here, bro.
Oh, baby! Let's go! Oh, you guys do not mind my energy right now? They're smacking it on the fall. They're smacking it on the fall, my friend. This is f***ing stupid. Fish for up for a second.
So bad.
He hammered it. Need help? Here, you want me to get it? I feel like I'm pretty solid.
Take it. I got it, like. The mouth is so little.
No, that's cool, I got it.
Right.
There you go. Will you grab it?
Got it. My man. All right, drop in the live well.
Sure.
On the other side.
Yeah, you ain't taking credit for my fish, bro. Oh, a tube's in here. It's all right.
No, they're just floating. It's all right.
We'll get up here and fish in this mouth. You know me. They both smacked him right underneath us, though.
Like, I was like, I felt.
I saw your face. I saw your face.
I just pulled to see if he was still on there. I thought I missed it.
That was probably him thumping it on that fall.
Is this really happening? Are we really having a football season field day right now?
That is a smallie! Oh my gosh.
my God.
Look at it. Oh, that's a big, baby. That's a
I
big.
got the net. Where do you want to go? This side?
He's fighting us. Oh my God. Oh my God. This, I'm landing him like a pro.
Hey,
Oh my God. This is disgusting. Ah! Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down.
I need to get my camera.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is disgusting. Bro, what is this, James?
Hold on.
What is this?
I gotta get mine.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is an absolute hammer. What? GoPro highlight. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, this is disgusting. Oh my God. Oh, this is a hell of a day. Holy smokes, numero dos. Again, tubing it. Look at the bellies of the beast.
Head back out there.
Did you put yours on the right side?
Yeah.
There's not enough room for my boys over here. Oh my God. Did you really?
Yep.
Oh my God, we got them fired up right now. These boys are fired.
Oh, this feels big. This feels good. Dude, this feels good.
Oh my God. I'm sorry if you guys can't hear this right now. I really don't care.
Stay on. Stay on. Dude, stay on. Stay on.
Yep, that's a good one. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Want me to scoop him? No, you got it.
Stay on.
I'm so glad I fucking had that tube on when we came over here.
Me too. This wouldn't be happening right now.
This would not be happening at all.
Dude, we are. Dude. Oh, I'm so dead. Hey, even if you break off, I'm gonna carry it.
Bro! Oh my God.
Come on, buddy.
Oh look, someone just came outside
my God.
because we're yelling. They just came out there and looked.
Dude, look at this
Dude,
smallmouth.
you can't make this up. The tubes are gone.
Dude. Oh no!
So I set the hook, get him in. I kind of gill hooked him. I tossed him in the live well because I was concerned. I didn't know what would happen with the fish. I wanted to make sure he's all right. Basically, you know, I got the hook out, or Antonio got the hook out. I got it out, and it kind of like got wedged in an awkward spot. Antonio finished it, getting it out real quick. No harm, no foul to the fish. Tossed him in the live well. We kept going, found 5. I had a freaking giant come off at the boat.
Alright, we're netting from here on out. Spot watch it. We're netting from here on out. That was a fucking tank. And I know I said it because I broke off. But the way I just lost that makes me sick.
Yeah. I mean,
And you know why too? Because now if he goes down there, he could turn that school off.
well, let's not let him do that.
Fuck. Actually, just netted.
Oh, I missed him. Here, I'm gonna drop back down. That's all right. We'll net the rest from now on.
That one puked up a shed. Oh, look at that. Oh, dude, this is crazy. Where's that net? Where's that net?
Gotcha. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Top on the bottom.
Top right, anchor.
Got it. Oh. Let's go. Dude, you got the color right now.
kind of figured out what they wanted. They wanted a really slow bottom presentation. And when I talk about they are hitting the bait, they're almost ripping the rod out of your hands. It is not a normal thump like a jig. This was an aggressive, angry bite. Something I haven't experienced in a while. Smallmouth are a whole different animal. So if you guys get a chance, come on up here to St. Clair. You'll have a blast. St. Clair, Erie, whatever it is, it's awesome. But we're gonna talk about the bait. So what I was throwing is this X-Zone Lures, their tube. It's called 309. So it's got a pearl bottom. It's got a green top. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pearl bottom, green top. It's got some black, purple, and orange flake in it. It's a really, really good goby imitator. The jig head I'm using is a ½ ounce. I think this is a ½ ounce. Right around ½ ounce. I have to double check my weights. This one isn't stamped on there. Some of the other ones are stamped. This is a 2K Jigs goby head. It's a 90-degree line tie. And all you're doing is wetting the tube and sliding it inside, popping the line tie out, and you're fishing it off the bottom. So all you're doing is small little movements, small little snap, let it sit. Small little snap, let it sit. And what I was doing is just dragging it a tiny bit, dragging it a tiny bit, dragging it a tiny bit, and you would just feel this fish rack your bait. And like I said, the first one I wasn't ready for. Every other one after that I was ready for. But it's a different animal. It's a completely different bite.
All right, so this one's the smallest one. This one's 2.5.
That's 2.5, baby. I just broke my PV today.
That's 2.5, 2.4 feet. Okay.
Yeah, look at the belly on that beast.
Golly. Well, I like catching these way more than large.
Hell yeah, dude. You ain't not lying.
All right, so this one is
3.4?
Huh?
3.4, 3.5?
328. All right. Stop. I'm putting you back in the water. All right.
All right. I want to grab these ones. I want to grab them out of the live well.
All right. So here's what we got to do. Because you're going to grab it out. All right, bro. Oh, it's sick because I know.
There you go. That's the smaller of the two. You gotta reset it?
Oh, no. Okay. This one is 4. I got 4, 3.
Are you serious?
4, 3 and change.
He's short.
Hey, it's all right.
Hey. Ready?
Yep. Take them off. Okay. Now number 5. But hey, hold on. Let me put this one in there real quick. It's the spotted one. The other one's not spotted like that one. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Oh,
we already have almost 16 pounds.
Oh my God. That's my PB right there. Their mouths are so fucking hard.
I know.
That's my PB right there, without a doubt.
Take a guess.
I'm gonna say 4.6.
4.67.
That's my new PB, baby.
This ain't quite the day Bill had out here. This is a motherfucker.
I don't know, dude. I think we might have had a better day than Bill,
well,
weight-wise.
No, he put 25 in.
Oh,
remember?
did he? Oh.
All right.
You know, a couple lessons we have from this trip. I like to always kind of wrap up and talk about a couple things. Gonna start doing some after action reports and talk about, you know, what went right, what went wrong, how we adjusted, those kind of things. So we'll do this one inside the video. So first thing, what went right? We made some adjustments on baits. We threw a wide variety of baits. We covered different parts of the water column, and we kept looking for fish. I've gotten into a really bad pattern lately where I've been really trying to dissect spots instead of going to a spot, fishing for 15 minutes, trying to see if there's a bite there, and then moving to another high percentage spot. So this day I really buckled down and focused, said, okay, I'm giving myself 15, 20 minutes at every single spot until we find a fish. We stumbled upon one, which led to us kind of isolating a pattern here real quick and getting on some really good smallmouth. We put in almost 20 pounds into the boat. It was a great day. Really good experience. Some things we did wrong. The biggest one was not checking the regs. It could have been a disaster. It could have been way worse. I was kind of lucky. Another angler reached out to me and said, hey, here's kind of what's going on. You should double check your regs. I know you're from Ohio. Michigan has different regs, and I think you guys may have dropped the ball here and violated regulations. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that shout out that person gave me and really give me a heads up to, get back on my toes. I dropped the ball. It's a mistake I made, and it's one I won't make again. It was a really great learning experience, so going forward, I'll have that fixed. Another thing I think we kind of did, I should have ran more docks, like more marinas, and looked for some isolated stuff. We started fishing up by the mile roads, and there was some water that was less than 10 foot, and I started there, and I think I made a mistake there because the fish we found were in 12 to 14 feet of water. But just wanted to just get around some different water, see where they were at, see what was going on. It was a huge warming trend. I think the day we went, it was like 60 something in the morning. Carpet's still wet. And by the end of the day, it was down in the low 50s, high 40s. So big cold front came in. I figured those fish would be shallow. They just weren't quite shallow enough. The water temp hadn't come up. As that water temp comes up, these fish are going to go shallow. They're going to take some migration paths. So here in the next couple weeks, I'm going to help you guys kind of isolate how to find some smallmouth and some different baits to throw at them. I threw a jerk bait, a blade bait, a Ned rig, and then finally the tube. And we found him on the tube. So was a good trip. We had a really good time. We're going to get back out there here soon. I know with this whole COVID deal, everybody's freaking out. I'm still working from home. I am going to make sure while we have the time to get out on the water, we're going to get out as much as we can and try to find some more smallmouth and try to put some big bags in the boat. And if you can, I would highly suggest you do the exact same.